Are you here? Are you present? Is everything working?
Yeah, it's
Did you
working.
watch Mandalorian yet, mate?
That's finished, isn't it? I haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
I have it ready to go. I'm going to watch it very soon. I just need to get bored of Cyberpunk. I think
I
my
would
plan is to literally not play Cyberpunk one day and just binge it. I don't know.
I
But
would
I tend to get very not excited about stuff around Christmas.
from one friend to another, I would highly advise you watch it before it gets spoiled for you.
Oh no, part of it's already kind of been spoiled.
Okay.
Unfortunately, not like the ending part. Thankfully, my dad's already seen it, so he's like, "Make sure you don't find out about the end." So I'm like, "Okay,
Yeah, you really need to I would watch it over Christmas if you can, mate.
yeah, I'll try. I'll get there."
I would recommend. But anyway, so what's the plan for you, mate, over Christmas? Just play Cyberpunk, basically, or
Yeah, I mean, at the minute, obviously, well, weirdly, when we were chatting earlier, I was farming for this. So this isn't too much of a spoiler, but the way that you can get a mod slot on armor pieces in Cyberpunk,
okay,
and the max that an armor slot on legendary armor pieces is 4 if it's a t-shirt or like a hoodie. But if it's anything else, like glasses or a hat, it can only have a max of 3 slots. So I'm at the minute I'm trying to get a hat with 3 slots on it. And the way to do that is before you go up to collect the legendary, if you save before you do it, and you keep going up to it. If it has 1, you then go back to the save, go back to it again. If it has 2, you go back, and you keep loading back in your save until it eventually has the max amount of slots. So that's basically what I'm trying to do at the minute. I've done everything apart from the hat, I think. So I'm just trying to get that hat, and then as soon as I've done that, I'll fill it up with some mods that will give me more armor. That's
and
the
this is
plan.
on your second playthrough,
Sega playthrough, yeah,
right? Okay,
that's the
cool.
plan. Yeah, and
So yeah,
because melee, it's quite interesting. I've used nothing but a sword this entire time.
did you make a conscious decision for the melee
hmm
build, I guess, or
Yeah,
what?
I had to research a little bit about what was the best possible, or at least my version of the best possible um, skills and tree and leveling up trees and all that kind of stuff to sort of do. And I was like, right, yeah, because you can obviously what if you only get to level 50 is the max, so you only have so many attribute points to put into the tree to be able to max out your thing as much as you can. You can't put max into all 5 options. You can only put max into so many of the options. So I have to sort of make sure I know exactly where I'm putting all my points at the minute, which I've done already. But yeah.
So it sounds like Cyberpunk's going to easily take you into hopefully the new year then.
I mean, it took me 70 hours to do everything on a playthrough that could have taken me a lot shorter if had I played it, um, maybe on normal, weirdly. I think because I did it on easier, it took longer, which is strange, just because I didn't get to max level quicker.
Right, right.
I actually think easy is too easy, which is annoying. Yeah, normal's definitely the way to go.
Oh, I didn't say. I play Ghost of Tsushima on hard
Yeah,
because
no, you did. You told me, but you didn't tell the
yeah,
podcast.
yeah, because I actually felt too easy, and the way the combat was is that when you got better and better, I actually felt I needed that extra challenge. But the scaling's very good on that game.
Yeah, makes sense.
So,
I think I
so
did try hard on that because I think there's a similar thing with XP on there,
is that
right?
right?
I think so. I could be wrong. I might have seen that somewhere, but I could be wrong.
So Cyberpunk, what's the? You got to get all the achievements, surely, mate.
Yeah, so the only I'd say so I've only ones I really have to do are the remainder of the endings, which shouldn't take me hardly that long, not really.
Yeah.
And then the only other ones I can think of, yeah, all I've got to do is literally buy some cyberware and then kill some enemies with that particular cyberware, and I think I've pretty much got everything. Actually, that's a lie. I've got to do that 2 times, 2 different types of cyberware.
How many achievements you got left?
So I've done. Oh, yeah, okay.
Well, hold
Maybe
on, I don't want to know. Wait, did you tell me how many achievements it had?
no.
You
You
didn't.
you guessed, and I was like, well, you could be right. You could be wrong.
Was it not like 49?
I think you guessed 50
Okay.
because I think Witcher has 58, including DLC.
Right. Okay.
So I think you guessed 50
Okay, so how
or
many
like
achievements you got
40.
left?
I've got 11 more to do.
Jay, that's loads.
You'd
What are you
think so. You'd
doing?
think so, but it's not. Like they're all pretty. I mean, I don't know. It's whatever. I'm not really that fast. Again, I'm not that fast. It
Oh,
does seem
okay.
like a lot, but I managed to get the other however many there were just without even trying. Let's just say this: I have exactly a quarter left to go.
So there's 44.
There are.
Okay.
So
That's
isn't
good.
that
That's a
bad?
good. That's a good number. I like that.
Yes.
50's too much typically.
Yeah, I'd say
But
any bit
30's too
between
little.
45 and 40 is fine.
Actually,
30's
I
too
don't mind
little, and
30.
then
Doom and Doom Eternal are good at that. Their achievement lists are very good, very
yeah.
good. So they're like 30 or 35, I think. They're spaced out well. So Valhalla, how many achievements you got left on that?
Oh God, I've done 56% of it, I think.
Oh, okay.
So
So you've
a
got
little
quite
under
a few
half.
left.
Yeah. From what I remember, I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure I got 56.
Are the trackers working for both these games?
Very well for cyber. I actually might just double check exactly if I've got 11 or if I've got less. I seem to
It's
remember it being 11, but
blowing my mind right now that you are switching on your Series X playing Cyberpunk when I'm over
well, no,
here
I'm just
with my
checking. Yeah,
PS4.
it is date. Yeah, I've got 11 more to go. Let me just double check them what they were because I need to like actually think about it to an extent. So I know what the secret ones are. Right, okay. Right, so that one will take me 2 seconds. That one will take me a little bit longer. That one will take me 2 seconds because I have enough money. That one will take me 2 seconds. That one will take me a little bit longer. That one will take me a little bit longer. That one will take me a little bit longer. And that one will take me 2 seconds. Yeah, so I'd say out of the 11 I have left, 7 or 8 of them will take me literally no time at all. And the other 4 will take me, longer, but I should be able to finish it by the end of my next playthrough. So I reckon by the end of my third playthrough, I'll have everything.
And you're fairly confident you'll do a third playthrough.
I mean, if I do a hacking one, yeah,
Oh,
I
hacking.
have to
Right.
do a hacking one to be able to get the rest of the achievements. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Fine. Any concern, Jay, from your end on what you're going to do after Cyberpunk?
Hmm. Honestly, I haven't really thought that far. Oh, that's a lie. I have 73% on Valhalla.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Do you know how many achievements are on that?
No.
Do you want to know?
Yeah.
There's 50.
Uh,
So I have
okay.
37 out of 50. Although I should actually have more because one of them's broken, obviously.
How many glitched on you? Do you know? Just the one?
Just the one,
Just
actually.
the one, actually.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the other ones are just annoying. Other ones that are just like, I really can't be asked to do that. That's just too much of a hassle.
What
One of
time
them is like
wise?
very like situational. I don't like it.
As in, knock this guy off with this weapon at this place.
Uh, I mean, you can. This can happen to you anywhere where this particular enemy is, but you have to find that enemy, and then that enemy has to also do this thing to you that is very unlikely to happen. So weirdly, it does actually say 10% of people who play the game have it unlocked. So it must be
Can't be
fairly
that
easy.
bad.
But
Yeah, can't be that bad.
I barely even saw this enemy, so I don't know. Do you want to actually no? Do we? I don't think you want to see my background. That might be too spoilery. I don't know. It's fucking beautiful. I love the colors. Honestly, one of the best things about Cyberpunk, the color scheme. My guy, dude. We go on about color palettes for games. This is sexy as shit. It's just neon to neon to neon. It's just so sexy. But then the moment you go to like other places, it's like very gritty and damp and disgusting and like filthy and green and brown and orange and nasty and
It
oh,
sounds
I love it.
exactly how you want a cyberpunk place to look.
Yeah, honestly, it's very. I think one of the things I do actually like about it is how this place could exist. Like it's not too far fetched. Like this real. I think that's the point. Part of the point of Cyberpunk is it's supposed to be a warning about what the future could look like. The future
Sure.
shouldn't look like this, but it's probably going to. That's why the game was made. The game was made to basically be like, yo, if we're going in the direction we're going to keep going, we're probably going to end up like this. There's a lot of really bad stuff in this game with like humanitarian type stuff and like politics and stuff. There's a lot of like things that are like you can hear happening in 2020 that could happen in 2077.
So
It's pretty amazing.
now that you've played and completed it, mate,
Mm.
how do you separate it from the massive pop culture phenomenon it's become?
What do you mean?
Like,
It's that you can't. It is what it is. It's a pop
it is
culture
what it is.
phenomenon. That's what it is.
Okay,
It is what it is.
do you think it's? Do you know what's difficult? Is
I'm glad
like,
it is though, because I want it to be in the zeitgeist for as long as possible.
sure, but like the worry is like I'm basically trying to find out from you: is it a game that really is justified in selling 13 million copies? I guess.
Yes,
Okay,
I'd say so.
that's a lot, Jay.
How
That's
many
more.
copies did Spider-Man sell? Let me just double check.
I think it's sold about 16 million to date ish.
Let me check opening weekend.
Opening, I think, was about 4, wasn't it?
Right, so it sold 3.3 million opening weekend. No,
Okay. Oh,
hang on. Sony did not provide an official number. With a retail price of $60 for the game, the 3.3 million copies translates to roughly $200 million. So yeah, I think it sold 3.3 in opening weekend. That can't be right. I swear I've seen a different number before.
it's gone on to sell. I want to say
Yeah,
at
a
least
fuck ton more.
13,
Oh,
14 million.
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's sold 20 million worldwide since its
There you
release.
go. Yeah.
Jesus, that's so many. When did they get? It came out 2018, right? It's been 2 years.
Mhm. Mhm.
So in 2 years, it sold 20 million copies, and in less than a week, or a little over a week, Cyberpunk has sold almost that many. But I think it actually probably sold close to that number, but obviously the refunds deducted it quite a bit.
Yeah, I imagine there's probably about a million refunds if you want to be exaggerative
Can't be, it
about
can't
it.
be, it can't be many more than that. It really can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd say a million's a good number.
I think, to be fair, I think this game will get to 20 million, but how quick depends on the fixes, to be honest. I think for some
I'd
of
say a
them.
year.
Okay.
I'd say within, maybe, I reckon once the fix comes out, like once the Series X optimized version and the PS5 optimized, I reckon that they'll probably like sell a hell of a lot more.
Do you see why IGN, for instance, gave that game a 9, not a 10?
So yeah, they gave it a 9 on the PC version, but a 4 on the Xbox and
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
PlayStation version.
Holy crap.
Thing is, they didn't give it a Series X or a PS5 version one
I assume they kind of
because
assimilate that with the
they're
PC.
not even close in how they play. I think the console, the Xbox Series X version, is a lot closer to the PC than it is the original Xbox
Yeah,
version.
I think that's basically what they simulate the PC review with.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, they'd include it because it's basically the same.
By the way, them putting a 4 out there, like, basically means it's a 2, which, like, seems a bit dramatic.
Yeah, I thought it was dramatic. I think if they'd given it a 6 or a 7, I'd have been like, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I don't know whether they were trying to make a statement about
No,
how
they were
broken this.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty broken though on the previous gen. It is very broken. Like the faces don't even bloody. I mean, if you've seen it, it's awful. It's really bad.
All I can say, Jay, is I'm glad I didn't succumb to the hype and buy it on my PS4. Is all I can
Yeah,
say.
don't. Yeah, that would have been a dumb move on your part too. I would have. I honestly would have. My opinion of you would have gone down.
Fool.
Yeah, absolute fool.
But Jay, everyone was talking about it. You were playing it. I wanted to
Funny
play
thing
it.
is, right, is I think casual gamers would have. The only people who bought it on previous gen are casual gamers. There's no way a proper gamer would have even
Oh,
considered. Would have
oh,
even considered the fact. They wouldn't have even. They wouldn't have even like had you know shown any like they wouldn't have existed in their minds.
sure.
If you're not playing it on PC and if you're not playing it on current gen, who are you? You're a nobody. You genuinely don't deserve to play the games you're playing on anything but next gen console or now,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. You deserve
current gen, but even
FIFA
so. Yeah.
2022
Get
at
off
best.
and just go play COD or FIFA. Bugger off. Who needs you? Seriously. I don't want your money. All right?
Yeah,
CD
yeah.
doesn't even bloody they don't need your money. Puh, get out of here. Seriously,
Yeah,
who are these people?
100%.
Who even are these people? Like seriously, who are these casual nobodies? Honestly,
Oh, has this game not got battle royale mode? What?
what? So dumb. Who even are these people? Honestly,
Mate, that's funny.
I say my dad's playing it on Stadia.
Which, by the way, is arguably worse than
No,
PS4 and
what's
Xbox.
the
No,
thing?
no, I joke, I joke,
I
I
know you
joke.
joke, but from what he said to me, it is basically PC quality. So,
Is that right?
I mean, it is because it's basically there's no graphical limit.
Well, what is he playing it on?
It's 60 frames,
What's he playing it on?
4K. He's playing it on Stadia.
Yeah, but like
It streams.
mobile.
It streams.
Yeah, but mobile, laptop, iPad.
TV.
Is it only? You say that like it's only TV.
I mean, you can play it anywhere.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Someone's actually managed to play Cyberpunk on Switch. They got a hacked Switch and made it
Yeah,
so they could stream it onto their
right.
Switch, and it plays better than on previous gen consoles. Seriously, Stadia is actually up there with PC and with
Dude, if you
next
show
gen
me someone
consoles.
playing Cyberpunk on a phone from Stadia, that would blow my mind. That
Yeah,
would
you probably
blow my
could. You
mind.
probably could, honestly,
So
because
he's playing on his TV.
you're not having to use any of the phone software or hardware.
Yeah,
You're only having
exactly.
to use the streaming capabilities of the Stadia.
Yeah,
That's all you're
yeah,
using. It's great.
yeah.
You're
So
basically
he's
just squishing the size of the screen. That's what you're doing.
squeeze. So he's
Squish.
playing on his TV.
Yeah, massive 4K TV. Yeah, he's
All
playing
right, Mark. All
60 frames, and it's probably much better quality than I'm playing it at this point.
Jay, I've got to tell you, I'm a little bit concerned now that when I rock up with the Series X, I'm going to look at my TV stats and I'm going to go, "Oh wow, that's low."
Yeah,
Like,
it's probably worse than mine, which is not good. But I'm sure
no way. You've got a way newer model than me. We've
that's what
basically
I
got the same
mean.
model.
That's what I mean. I've got a newer model than you, so it's probably either similar, and if not, yours is probably slightly worse than mine.
Yeah.
But I
Oh, is
don't
that what you
know.
said? Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. But
But to be
what I don't.
honest, I think with the way the game looks on console right now, it's not taking. I still don't think doesn't feel like 4K to me, even though I know it is. But I think is I didn't think Valhalla felt very 4K to me at the time either,
But it was.
but it is. I feel
Right.
like I haven't been able to notice the difference as much as it may be in my head. 4K looked so much better than I thought.
Yeah.
It needs
I'm.
60 frames to work though. You can't play 4K game in 30 or less than 60 frames. It just doesn't work.
What do you mean?
It doesn't feel good. It just feels awful. Having a game playing less than 60 frames on a 4K visual just doesn't look good. It doesn't. It makes it feel worse than 4K. It makes it feel like
Oh,
1080. It
interesting.
just doesn't. Just looks funny. I
I'm
will say
worried.
you're gonna have to tweak with some of the graphical settings in game
Yeah,
because
that's fine.
I had to. I actually kept on the motion blur because it kind of helped. I turned off
Interesting.
lens flare. There's a constant lens flare you can turn off,
Oh
which is
my
quite
god.
nice.
It sounds like these settings are getting more PC-ified.
100%. Yeah, still not all the way there, but they're definitely getting better.
Yeah. Do you know what's interesting as well is that there hasn't really been an official like gamers are going to have to figure this out rather than be told. Do you know what I mean? Like I know
I
the
mean, I
people who are buying a
guess.
Series X are going to probably know about this, but like nobody's out there go like does the game tell you right you need to go in these settings and look at your performance before you play?
Not really.
So,
It didn't when it first came out, but it did after the updates.
oh interesting.
I think it sort of said to you, you can like go check out the settings if you want.
I'm a bit worried, Jay, that my TV doesn't do HDR at
I think it
all.
does. I recommend checking
I
because
don't
there are
think it.
HDR settings in the game. So
So the problem is that I think it does do HDR, but when I put it on game mode, HDR is like locked off. But that could be because I'm on a
no, it's
PS4.
supposed
To
to
be
be
fair,
on.
well, that's what I
Once
mean.
game mode is on, the HDR is supposed to be on. That's the point. Game mode is basically just turn on HDR.
But I haven't got a console that supports HDR. To be fair,
That's the point. Yeah,
like PS4 won't do HDR.
I think some games on PS4 does. I think Genshin does.
All right.
Because my game goes on to game mode once I put Genshin on.
When I
I
put
don't know
on
why
game,
I didn't mention Genshin at all in that podcast. I totally forgot about it.
uh,
I forgot to write it down, but there has been some updates with it. So
you haven't been playing it, have you?
yeah, I play every morning still.
Really?
I play it for minimum 20 minutes, maximum an hour. Depending on if I
Wow.
wake up early, I'll play it for an hour. If I wake up late, I'll play it for 20 minutes.
Okay.
Just to do my dailies. Dailies take 20 minutes.
I just want to warn you, Jay. India got me this beer calendar, and I just had a can,
Warn me.
and it's 6.8%, which I don't know if you know, but
That's
like a
fine.
typical beer is about 4%. So it
Yeah.
has gone to
Doesn't
my
look
head
very
a little
big.
bit. Yeah, no, small like
Yeah, it's like
Pepsi
half.
can. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like half a
but I'm
thing.
just warning you that
It's
it's
fine.
hit me like a
Well, I
brick wall.
mean, yeah, I mean, it's probably a good thing, right?
Mm,
As long as you
I
have a
like.
second one, I imagine you're probably alright. Brewdog's good too. I love Brewdog.
Oh my god, dude, Brewdog's delicious.
Yeah, I think that's a really good go-to gift for Christmas or birthday.
Mm, absolutely. If
Brewdog's
you
just
like
like a really
tasty beer,
safe option.
yeah,
'Cause it's not. It's like pizza. Even if it's bad, it's still good.
exactly.
Uh,
A lot of people give me shit for liking Brewdog, but at the end of the day, it's tasty, so you can
I
give me
feel like
shit
there
all
isn't
day.
really a bad connotation with Brewdog. In the same way, like Foster's has a bad or Stella
The problem with Brewdog is it has that hipster connotation,
to a degree, yeah.
but
But
I
to
don't
be
see
honest,
it. But
IPAs have a hipster thing to them now. They never used to, but
yeah,
they do
yeah,
now. In the same way
100%.
coffee does. Coffee is all massively hipster now. It never used to be.
Absolutely.
Coffee used to be slap it in a mug and just drink it.
Yeah,
Now it's like, oh, you've got to brew it for 3 minutes and pour it at the right time. It's like all this
yeah,
bullshit, which I think is cool. You know, I think there is an art to it, and there's definitely a community. I do actually kind of follow a little bit of that coffee community, not massively. I sort of like delve once every week or
yeah.
so. It's fine. It's
It's
cool.
so hard. It's hard to get into, mate, 'cause that barrier of like
Costs a lot of
the
money too.
the type
It's
that
expensive.
too, that, and like the types of like lattes, cappuccino,
No,
you know,
it's
it
not
goes
even
on
that.
and
Like
on and on
the
and on.
the the equipment to be able to brew coffee that way will cost you like somewhere between 100 and 200 pounds initially,
Min,
but then
min,
yeah, minimum, and then like that's if you don't want to go full out, and then
yeah,
that's also if you just want to do it in that way. You don't even have to do it that way. You can just brew coffee, just drink coffee.
yeah,
Like, you can be the kind of person who doesn't care about how they make it, but cares more about what the coffee is and where it comes from.
yeah.
I care probably more about that end of it than the actual like brewing it a certain way. Like it's cool, it's an
You
art
drink
form.
you drink tea mainly, don't you?
Yeah, black tea or
Oh,
green tea.
really?
Mhm.
You drink black tea?
I've drunk 2 cups today and a green tea, so yeah.
So I forced myself to like green tea, so I get that. Do you
Green
like the
tea's
taste
good.
of green
It's
tea?
good for your gut, which is part of the reason why I like it. It's because my guts are going funny at the minute. But yeah,
Is it still going funny?
kinda. It's a lot better than it was. But I think I've got
Okay.
IBS from my dad. It's Dad's fault.
Oh, okay.
He won't like that
So
I said that, but even
that's
though I've already told him. That's fine.
fair.
Something going on down there.
The green tea, did you force yourself to like that?
No, I've always liked
Wow.
it. I had it. You get it. You get given a free green tea sometimes when you go to Wagamama's.
Right.
I have it with ramen. It's nice.
With your meal?
Yeah.
Right,
You get
okay.
a very it's a infinite cup of green tea for free. Just like
I'm not sure if you get this, Jay, but I like green tea, but if I have it on an empty stomach, I will throw up.
oh no, oh no.
Interesting. Interesting.
I usually
Um,
have it after a meal, after a big meal.
yeah,
It
help.
cleanses the palate as well. It sort of like brushes your tongue almost.
Definitely,
It
definitely.
gets rid of a lot of. It's supposed to get rid of like really sulfurous tastes like garlics and stuff.
Oh,
In the same way
good
that
to
fruit is a
know.
good way. If you have like raspberries or strawberries along with green tea, then it's good at getting
Ah.
rid of garlicky tastes.
So this black tea you have, Jay, is this a normal like
Just
Yorkshire
a cup
tea
of
tea
tea,
bag?
just a cup of tea, whatever.
So why no
I've just
milk?
been trying. I don't know. I've just trying to see if milk's been mucking up my gut. I don't know if
Uh,
it's been doing that or not.
How's it gone?
I don't know. I've been having cheese still, and it seems to be fine.
Oh, okay.
I just
So how
deliberately
long
don't want to drink milk at the minute. I just can't be asked.
but you usually have milk?
Yeah, I've never. I had black tea maybe like 10 times before recently, and that was like years ago.
Okay. So
Quicker
what milk
too.
do you
So,
have?
but,
Red, blue, green? What sort of milk?
oh, we have red in the house.
Oh, nice one. Red, nice one. You guys have. awesome.
I think we do. And we never used to. We used to have green, but now it's red.
You guys are doing well. Some
Are we?
people have, yeah, that's the skinniest.
Oh, okay. What do you mean? What, less
As in,
fat,
like
you mean?
that's got the less fat in it. Yeah.
I don't even know.
So that's skimmed.
Oh, okay.
Green's semi-skimmed, so like
Yeah.
halfway, and then
Do
blue's
you
full
freeze
fat.
your milk?
No, do you?
Yeah.
Does it work?
Well, this is the thing. There's actually a bit of a stigma with this, which I actually only realised recently. Apparently, people who freeze their milk are seen as like poorer people
Because of
because
why?
people who have money, even if their milk goes bad, they can afford to buy another one.
Right.
Whereas someone who maybe doesn't make as much money, if you freeze your milk and you keep it for longer, you buy it cheaply, it's going to last you a lot longer.
So you literally just freeze in a bottle,
Freeze the whole thing. Put the whole thing in the freezer. Yep.
and that works.
Yep.
So then when you bring it out the freezer, it's got, say, a week life left.
It's got as long. Yeah, about yeah.
Like what?
We kind of ballpark it, but yeah.
Yeah,
if
like
it smells
roughly.
bad or tastes bad, chug it. Chuck
Okay.
it, not chug.
Oh, okay. So are you like one of those like yogurt's 2 days out of date, but if it tastes okay, I'm going in?
Yeah,
Oh man.
dude. Sell by date is not gone off date.
I know, but things like that, not with everything, but yogurts freak me
There's a
out if
use
they're.
by date, which is different. Sell by date, use by date is different.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If it's past
but
its use by date, I'll still eat it. Depends on what it is.
yeah, but like sell by date, I get a bit funny about with dairy.
No. Yogurts are
Interesting.
fine. I've
Okay.
I've had like gone off milk. I still drink it. It doesn't taste very great,
Oh,
but
Jay. Oh my
it's
God,
fine.
that's probably what upset your gut. Gee.
Probably. I mean, I
Oh,
won't, if I have like okay, if the milk's gone off, and I didn't realise till I drunk the tea. I'll then chuck the milk out and have it again. I'll
fair
get rid
enough.
of it then. But then I'm like, I'm too late by one cup of tea. It's like whatever.
So if I get an Xbox in time for like March Day,
It was
right?
from gaming to milk and tea.
If I get an Xbox in time for March,
You're gonna
we
have a
could be
lot to catch up on. Jesus
that.
Christ, dude, you're not gonna be done with Cyberpunk or Valhalla until bloody this time next year. My God, you're gonna be so behind. Jesus
I'll tell you
Christ.
now. I'll tell you now. I'd rather. I'm gonna get Cyberpunk done first. That's all I'll say. But
Wow. Glad
yeah,
actually. I'm glad you
yeah,
said that because AC is probably good that you leave it maybe till some DLC's out. You'll probably enjoy the DLC more.
yeah. I'm of two minds with Valhalla at the moment. Half of me
Okay.
wants to watch the movies on YouTube to get the
Yeah, I
story elements.
don't do it. Don't do it.
Jay, the game's like 100 hours long. It's not
Yeah,
justified.
it took me 90. Yeah.
That is so
It is. It is a lot. It
long.
is a long time. But you mean you got through Odyssey?
Just barely,
Really?
barely. No,
Odyssey was
no,
like
not
perfectly timed for me. If it
not
had been any
barely.
longer, I would have hated it.
Yeah, that's what I would have said. That if it was any longer, I would have been extremely
Odyssey
unhappy.
was 110 hours for you, right?
140.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's more than me. I did 110. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's too long.
Yeah.
Although I spent 150 hours on Monster Hunter, so I don't know.
Ah, okay.
And that was probably just about too long for me. I could have done 120 and I would have been fine.
Fair.
Put way
So,
too much
were
time
you
into that.
finishing off the platinum or something, or
No, I was just MMOing the hell out of it.
fair? So, if I get it in time, what I was going to say was we could be
Yeah,
playing the Mass Effect trilogy at the same time, which is pretty exciting.
potentially. Yeah, when's that supposed to be coming out? Next year, March?
No, 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 just next year at this point.
Just next year. Okay.
Yeah, as
Okay.
far as I know.
Yeah.
Q2, maybe. I think they
I
said.
don't know. I mean, I can't honestly. I haven't got my hopes up too much for it. I'm
Yeah, me
hoping
neither.
in my head it's basically like if what would happen if they made Mass Effect 1 today. That's like what's in my head. But I don't think that's what's going to
I
happen.
wouldn't expect that much. I would expect 60 frames, 4K,
Yep.
HDR. I would expect super, no bugs or very little bugs, very little glitches, all DLC.
And
And
just
then I'd
slightly improved
also,
graphics, I guess. Just like a HD
yeah,
version. Is that basically what it
yeah,
is?
yeah, yeah. And then I'd expect, hopefully, some lifestyle improvements such as the same menu for each game, improved shooting for the first game, and that would be the most I'd hope for.
Would it be like a Master Chief Collection but for Mass Effect,
No way near.
or just better?
No way near than that.
Better or
Mu-
worse?
Worse.
So this Mass Effect
Sorry,
Collection is
yeah,
supposed to be
worse.
worse than what the Master Chief
Master
Collection
Chief
would
Collection will be way better than this Mass Effect collection.
be. Okay, that doesn't give me much hope then.
The Master Chief Collection. Have you got it, mate, or have you
Yeah,
played it?
yeah,
You
I've
got
got
it.
it.
It's really good in the
Did I
sense
get it
that
for free?
well, it's on Game Pass.
I think I might have either got it for free or paid for it, or for like a tenner on like a really cheap sale or something. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
continue.
It's really good in the sense that each of the remakes you can click the select button and go to the old game instantly and still run it at
Yeah.
60 frames per second. There's
Okay.
a lot to admire about that collection, even though it's so broken. We
Mm.
will play it together at one point, but in
Halo 2,
short,
definitely.
yeah, yeah. In short, that collection is really, really good. It is good.
Good.
It's like you can set
Handsome
up.
collection.
Sorry,
Handsome collection. Borderlands.
handsome
Handsome Jack.
collection. What are you asking?
No, but I'm just saying, it's like another version, like another iteration of
Yeah,
collection.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I just think it'll be exciting to play Mass Effect at the same time because I know you want to play two, I want to play one.
I mean,
Well,
I
I
want to
want to
play
play
one as
all of them.
well. I want to play it from the start just so I remember the story.
Yeah,
My favourite mission on the second one was where you had to go to that planet and that worm kept going in and out of the sand. That I just like it's so ingrained in the front of my memory. It's like right there. It's just like I dream about it. I
yeah,
love it. It's
yeah.
so good.
It is
Thing is,
good.
I'm worried I'm going to play it and it's not going to be as good as I remember it.
Yeah, there's that. There is.
That's my
I think there'll
worry.
always be that. Like
Tell you
I think.
what, we didn't talk about romances in Cyberpunk.
No, we didn't.
I'm probably not going to mention too much,
Okay.
but I will say I've romanced at the minute two characters, and I'm about to romance my third other character on this playthrough. Because you can't romance certain characters unless you're a male or a female.
Okay. Are you female now?
So female on my first playthrough, male on my second.
Interesting.
I actually deliberately didn't romance with one character on my first playthrough because I didn't want to. There's no
Ah,
achievement for it, so I was like, no, I'm not gonna bother.
yeah, that's okay.
I'm kind of glad there isn't because it would have annoyed me.
Well, mate, you should play The Witcher because in that one,
I know,
it's
I
like
know,
it's
I
yeah,
know.
yeah.
It would have annoyed me because I feel like I would have. I know it's like a really weird thing to say, but I wouldn't want like two romantic partners in the same RPG universe. Like if I'm going like full RPG mode, I would rather just have the one partner and not be having two. I just want the one.
And do you know what's
It feels a bit
even
cheaty to me. I was like,
Do
oh,
you know
that
what's
feels a
even
bit weird.
funnier is that I know we both romance Miranda from Mass
Oh,
Effect.
dude, that was my favorite part of that game. You kidding me?
Oh, how can you not? How can
Dude,
you not?
best part of the game.
Like, oh, you're a shallow gamer for going with the hot chick. Yes, I
I will
am.
say, I don't know, you probably don't know much about this, but the romance scenes in Cyberpunk are good.
Right, right.
A lot more involved,
Visceral?
visceral involved.
Yeah.
I think you see a lot more than you do in Witcher.
R- Really?
Yeah, from what I remember. Witcher,
Witcher UC stuff?
yeah, I mean it's about the same probably, if not
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I think there's
Fair.
a lot more noises.
Right. Yeah,
Good
I
though.
don't.
There's actually like
Yennefer is so
there's a
hot.
this
Oh
isn't
my
like
god.
too much to say, but there is a hidden romance that I can't wait for you to do.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think is
Sure.
you could completely miss it. It's very easy to miss. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you don't have to
Okay,
do it, but I've done it every time because it's been like very funny. You actually get a special weapon for doing it, so
okay.
it's gonna be fun. I can't wait to see your fucking face. Such a weird thing to do, but it's so fun.
Yeah, no, I look forward
Yeah.
to it. I'm just thinking, so this Christmas I'm doing something a bit weird, Jay.
Go
A few
on.
Christmases ago, I download. Basically, long story short, I played through a lot of the Telltale games. I think I told you about this before.
You did, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I really fancied playing some or trying out some short games again this Christmas. So I've just purchased PS Now for a month and I've just downloaded some PS4 games, like small ones that I haven't played before. So I'm going to try them out and just kind of like, just dabble in a few titles that I've looked at, never tried before, stuff like Abzu, The Unfinished Swan, that sort of thing. And I just
Unfinished
kind of.
Swan. That caught my eye when it came out. Actually,
Mm,
I remember seeing that. Didn't it win an award or like a multiple
I
awards
think
when it came
quite a
out?
lot, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, I want to try out like that period between Christmas and New Year. Like I just want to try out these small games.
Yeah.
Enough about me. What are you doing between
Well,
Christmas and
there's
New
an
Year?
event on in Genshin that's only lasting 12 days. I think it's supposed to be like 12 days of Christmas or whatever.
Right,
But
like Assassin's
it
Creed.
started today, and I'll probably try and put a bit more effort into that. I think. I'm kind of annoyed that it's only a small event though. I kind of wish it had just been like a thing that stuck around forever.
Mm.
Because it's literally opened up a whole new part of the map. It's like, why would you only do that for 12 days? That's really weird.
Maybe they'll redesign that part of the map for Easter next time and stuff like that.
No, I think they're gonna keep the actual like thing there. I think you just can't do certain things within that area after the 12 days are up.
Right.
I think there's
Okay.
like a certain reward that unless you do them during the 12 days, you just can't get again.
Right.
So I'm gonna. That's why a little bit of why I'm spending a bit more time on Genshin in the morning is just to try and hope I can get it done. They usually take about 3 hours to do, so hopefully over the next 4 or 5 days, I should be able to get it done.
Yeah, the timed content is a great way. Like,
Oh, no, I hate it, man.
well,
Get rid of
it get
time stuff. I hate
it
it.
get
Just keep it all there. Let me do it whenever. Bugs the hell out of me because I
true,
just want you to
but
spend your money on
I like
bullshit.
seasonal content like Halloween and Borderlands 3, and it does bring you
Yeah,
back in the
but
game.
sometimes, not always. I
True,
feel like
true,
sometimes I can completely miss it and be fine with missing it. Like,
true.
yeah, I really didn't care. Like, I will say one thing. I actually had a thought about this because I remember I thought to myself, man, I do not fancy Borderlands. Not even in the slightest right now.
Really.
Not even a tiny bit. Like, it has completely left my realm of thinking.
I have no doubt Cyberpunk has influenced that.
Oh, 100%. But I can't. I don't even want to think about Borderlands.
Sure.
I actually feel kind of sick thinking about it. Like, it really does. Like, I'm just done with it right now.
Yeah,
It has no space in my mind,
yeah, yeah,
which is not a bad thing because it leaves room for other things.
yeah,
Actually, weirdly,
yeah.
I really want to watch some anime right now.
Are you
Just
gonna?
like
Are you gonna
at the
play Cyberpunk?
time, but no, I'll probably play Cyberpunk, but
Fair.
I'll definitely leave some time over Christmas. I think because over Christmas I'm not going to be in playing games much. I tend to actually just do other things. I don't know why. Like, I'm not going to be in the house a lot at Christmas. So
Yeah, see, that's weird to me, Jay, because like Christmas for me is a prime time for gaming, genuinely.
I
Hence
guess,
me
well, for
downloading all
me,
these games.
Christmas is about doing nothing else but being with the family. Like, you literally don't do anything else. You're just with family all day. So you have
Would
no
you?
time to go off and do something. You're just constantly with everybody. So
Would they see it as an offense, or would you be? Would you consider it being offensive if you brought, say, your Switch round to your nan? Not Christmas Day,
no,
but
no,
like
Christmas Day would
Boxing
be
Day.
fine to do that. Yeah, it'd be fine to do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone does their own thing. It's just you have to be not have to be with people. It's just it's better when if you're around other people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But we're having a very small Christmas this year because obviously with the tiers and everything.
So you just your mum, nan, and granddad.
Yep, that's it. It was supposed to be more of us, but yeah, not going to happen this time.
Fair,
Not going to
fair,
risk it for a chocolate biscuit at all. Not
fair.
even a little bit. I'm guessing you're staying home, aren't you?
We were
Just you in
we
India, or are you going home?
well, we were gonna stay just me in India, but I think we're gonna go Christmas Eve tomorrow to Norwich for the day for Christmas Day, and then leave Christmas Day evening.
Oh, okay. So you're going to try and get home for Christmas Day night.
Yeah,
Christmas
yeah,
night.
yeah.
Okay.
So I won't be too far from you. So that's the plan, because if not, I'm not sure when we're gonna see my family
So
basically.
true. I say we're
So
our parts of the family are just FaceTiming in the morning.
fair, fair.
Pretty much it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So
Everyone's already brought over presents and everything. We've sort of exchanged everything. We're just going to open them up.
yeah. How big was the Christmas planned, or how big is Christmas usually?
Very small. I mean, in the last 2 or 3 years, it's literally just been what you just said, basically. So I think it probably would have been the same if not, honestly.
Have you
I don't
had bigger
know.
Christmases before?
Yeah, I mean, usually we'll
Like
have
with like
other members come over later on after the meal. So, but that's not
oh,
happening this time.
bit like a reception, bit like a
Basically,
wedding.
yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone
Oh,
comes to Nan's essentially. Like Nan's is like neutral zone. It's
I
like where
still
everyone congregates at the end of the day.
I only went in your nan's like once or twice, I think, and I remember from what I think is that the lounge is on the right as you walk in, as in the front of the house, and then the kitchen's like on the left.
Uh huh.
Is That's all I remember.
That's yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you're pretty much there.
Okay, right, okay.
It's probably changed quite a lot since you've been there
Fair.
because it changed from how it was before after when you were there. So yeah, my
What
nan likes to
they
decorate.
Oh, okay.
She
Right, okay.
shuffles things a lot.
Oh man, your nan's so hardcore.
She's great.
Christmas. That's a weird one.
It's a weird time of the year, man.
Yeah.
I'm
So
kind of
you
looking forward to it. I'm just looking forward to eating.
so you're like so your thing is like when you like, I don't know, Boxing Day or the day after, like you'll just be in the mood to watch stuff rather than play stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do, honestly. Yeah, I think I'll probably just watch something instead, like a film or something.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
might even just watch Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day is a good film.
Yeah,
Or Home Alone or something. I don't know. Whatever.
mate, Home Alone is so good.
Mm, very
I
true.
watched it for the first time like 4 years ago. I thought it was
Fuck
amazing.
off. No, you didn't.
I did.
No, no, don't bullshit me with
Get
that.
this.
Oh,
Get
this
this.
is what's gonna happen, Nick. You're gonna tell me you watched it when you were a kid, and I'm gonna agree, and you're gonna go, okay, cool.
And get this. Watched
You're
Home Alone
lying.
2 for the first time 3 days
You're
ago.
lying. You are lying.
D-
There's no way you didn't go without. Your childhood was ruined, as far as I'm concerned. What is wrong with you? Who doesn't watch
Oh,
Home Alone when they're a
I
kid?
know. I know. I
That's
know.
like one of my favorite memories from when I was a kid. Was Home Alone 1 and 2
When was it
and
out,
3.
mate?
I remember having 3 on video. Are you kidding me?
When was Home Alone 1 out? Like 1999?
I'm gonna have to Google it. It was definitely the
Like,
90s.
were we the prime age?
Well, hang on. Let me check.
I feel like we would.
Home
I
Alone.
just don't know.
It might have come out
I
way
think.
before you think.
Oh, really?
1990. So we
Oh,
weren't born.
wow.
We weren't born.
Wow.
Home Alone 2 came out 92. Still weren't born.
Oh,
Home
okay,
Alone 3
fine.
came out a lot later. It came out 97.
Okay.
So we
Just
were
born.
2.
Yeah.
2 or
Yeah.
3, depending on when you look at it. And then Home Alone 4, I think, was in 2002. I don't think a lot of people have seen Home Alone 4, but I really enjoyed it.
Did ya?
Haven't seen Home Alone 5, although it does exist.
Wow.
Came out in 2012.
Wow.
I checked Home Alone 6. No, it's coming out apparently next year.
Yes, reboot,
Yeah,
apparently.
they're doing Home Alone 6 next year.
Wow. Okay.
So I recommend
Okay.
Home Alone 4 though. It's quite funny. And
Okay.
3 is actually really good. 3 is very underrated.
Yeah, I so
You actually
Christmas.
you'll recognise the kid from 3. Suppose maybe. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. I think he's been in a few things.
Oh,
Let me just double check.
we have watched quite a lot of Christmas films, and I'm glad because one, they're good, but two, Elf is so good.
It's 2003, 2004 that
Three,
came out. I think
2003,
same year as Finding Nemo.
and the same year as Love Actually, another Christmas film.
There we go. Crazy
Same year
that,
as
isn't it?
Finding Nemo,
Yeah.
crazy. That's a great
And
year.
Incredibles, I think too, right? Or did
No,
Incredibles
I think
come
that's
out?
2005.
Oh yeah, you might be right about that actually.
Yeah, not so because that's Pixar, so no way is that the same year.
Oh, same year, 2004.
No, what? Well, you said Finding Nemo is 2003.
Yeah, but I'm like, this is like roughly the same. Within a year. Within a year. Within a year. So roughly.
2004, 2005. Same year. Same year.
Basically.
Okay. Yeah. So I still haven't. Okay, here. Nick, I can't believe you haven't seen this. So get this right. Die Hard 2.
Yeah, I don't like the second one.
What? Everyone likes the second
Right.
one, Jay.
Okay, here we go. Die Hard movies ranked. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we
Shh.
go. Hang on. I need to look them up. Give me a sec.
Well, can I just say quickly? I watched Die Hard in the summer of this year, and that's all I gotta
You're an
say.
idiot. Jesus Christ. Die Hard 1, you mean?
Yeah. For the first time. For the first time.
God's sake,
People need to
dude.
be more innovative with their Christmas films. Like action Christmas films is a great idea. Right. So you
Right,
got
so
Die Hard one,
hang on,
two,
hang on,
three,
hang
four,
on, hang on, hang
five.
on. There's 5, right? Die Hard 1, 1988.
Yeah.
Die Hard 2, 1990.
Yeah.
Die Hard 3 with a Vengeance, or with Vengeance,
Die Hard with a
1995.
Vengeance. Yeah.
1995. Live Free or Die Hard, 2007. And then A Good Day to Die Hard, 2013.
Okay.
In order, I'd say it probably goes 1, 3, 4, 2, 5.
Are you crazy?
No. 4 is underrated. 3 is definitely
I think
the
four is
best,
under.
if not the second best. It really is. 4 is surprisingly underrated.
Oh no.
It's amazing. 4 is insanely good.
Okay. And so you're saying watch 3, not 2?
Yeah, so watch it. Actually, you can still watch 2. It's just not as good as the other ones. It's better than the fifth one. The fifth one was like
Yeah,
abysmal.
I heard the fifth one was garbage.
I honestly couldn't get through the first 10 minutes.
What?
Couldn't do it. It was
Wow.
awful. It was awful.
Is that the one
So
that... No, no.
bad.
Right, okay.
It's the one where his kids are grown up and his son and him go on like a
Yeah,
weird
I
Russian
remember I
rampage.
remember watching the trailer actually.
It's so bad, Jesus Christ. But the fourth one's surprisingly underrated.
Okay. So that must have
Fourth
been
one's
quite a
good.
big deal when it came out, that fourth one.
2007, yeah, it was 12
T
years later. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's quite a big deal.
So there was 2 years in between the first two and then 5 years in between 2 and 3.
So what don't you like about Die Hard 2, Die Harder?
Oh, Jesus. It's just not good.
Really?
It was just like a worse version of the first one.
Oh, okay.
Whereas the third one literally had an Easter egg hunt kind of thing, like a
Yeah,
clue hunt. And it had
yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson in it, for God's sake. I mean, come on, that man's a genius.
Yeah, so do you know what, mate? I actually think the first film is a bit too long.
Yeah, yeah, it is quite long. Although
It's like
for
2
what it
hours
is,
20.
yeah, it's quite long.
But it is enjoyable,
Let me
very
check the time
enjoyable.
on it. I'm actually can't remember how
How many
long it
times you
was.
watched that? Is Die Hard a yearly watch for you?
It was 132 minutes, so yeah, 2 hours and 12 minutes. What was
Oh,
say
it's
that
not too
again?
bad. Is Die Hard a yearly watch for you?
I watch it maybe once or twice a year. Yeah, I watched the third and the first one multiple times a year, like once or
Shut
twice a year.
up.
I haven't watched the fourth one in like a few years, but it was good. I've only watched the
Okay.
second one first. That's probably because I didn't like watching it again, or
Okay.
once, should I say? So what's
Yeah.
your order? Mine is 1, 3, 4, 2, 5.
Well, I haven't seen 3 or 5 or 2.
Okay. You just told me two was a better one.
No, I said everyone says that. No,
Oh,
everyone says that it's
I was
good, not
about
that
to
it's better, that
say,
it's good.
Jesus
That it's good.
Christ. No, it's definitely not. It's not as good as. No. Don't come at me with that crap.
Okay. Oh
All right, you,
god.
you have to get back to me then. We have to come back to this.
Yeah. Oh, mate, look, I'm not gonna watch number 5.
No,
I
don't.
don't
Just
even
watch
really
one,
want to
two,
watch
three, and
number
four, and you'll be
3. I
fine.
don't even.
It's good. It's honestly, it's very good.
Okay.
It's got a very controversial scene in it
Oh, okay.
that sort of like, yeah, bumps it. Like it's great.
Okay.
I think
I got.
it was better because I watched it at a certain age, I'd say.
Did I tell you I watched? What age did you watch it?
I don't know, probably like in my early teens.
Yeah, it's good age.
Good
Did I
film age,
tell
yeah.
you that I watched The Godfather for the first time?
Still haven't seen it.
Oh, you should.
I know, it's one of those ones that I regret not watching earlier. I wish I'd watched it when I was like 15, 16, but yeah, I'm probably never going
Don't,
to watch
because
it.
you'll appreciate it more now.
Yeah, probably. A lot of people say don't bother with the third, but I don't know.
So the first one came out, then the second one came out a few years later, and then the third one came out about 12 years or 14 years later.
That's Scorsese, right? Or my Goodfellas?
Francis Coppola.
Oh, okay. Was Goodfellas Scorsese?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting confused. Okay.
Yeah. Very
Yeah, I still
different
haven't
film.
seen it. It's one of those ones that I'm not really that fussed that I've missed it. Same with like Shawshank Redemption. Not really that fussed that I haven't seen it.
Jay, don't talk to me about missing films if you haven't seen Shawshank Redemption. Don't. You can't. You can't
I know,
comment.
I
You
know.
can't.
I know, I'm not
You
going
have
to.
no right. You have
I
no
have no
right.
opinion because I've never
There is
seen them.
no.
I
There
have
is
no opinion.
nothing you
I
can
have no opinion.
say
I have no
that
opinion.
justifies that.
I have no opinion. It's neither a good or bad film because I don't know. Never seen it. Wouldn't know.
Well, you would if you saw it.
Well, obviously. Well, I don't have any interest right now.
Do you know what's a shame though?
I really want to watch Tenet. Tenet's my next film I'm going to
Oh,
watch.
Tenet's great. Did you watch The Green Mile?
Yes,
How
of
dare you
course.
watch that and not Shawshank? Don't talk to me about course.
Of course I have.
Course,
Green
please.
Mile is like a cultural. It's like you kind of have to watch it if you're a film
And
buff and you
Shawshank
haven't
you
seen
don't
it.
have to watch.
I mean, I guess I don't know. It's hard. It's a hard one.
Oh my
I just
god.
missed it. I missed it.
I'm glad
Didn't
Tenant's on
come
your
in my
next watch because
radar.
it's being slammed
It's been.
for no reason. So
I
you should
know.
watch
Yeah,
it.
I've seen a lot of people sort of. I think a lot of these internet people are slamming films because they know they're doing well, but they've got nothing to do with the policies and their ideologies in them. So they just want to bash them for what they are and not what they aren't, or what they aren't, I guess.
That's a good point.
Yeah, they're just bashing shit to bash shit because it
Joe,
doesn't align with their bullshit.
we could do this all night. Okay with you? Would you like to
Yeah, how
continue?
long?
50 minutes?
50? Yeah, that's fine. I'm good with that.
You sure?
We just bullshitted for a bit, didn't we?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, exciting.
Good.
Just get a couple extra things off our chest, I guess.
Yeah.
Couple of things I might have missed out of the previous pod,
Yeah.
and then just some tips about gut health.
Which
Green
Die Hard
tea.
come and watch.
Yeah, I think
Um,
honestly we need to do some more movie rankings and like TV show talk at some point
yeah. Yeah.
because I need to talk about it sometimes. I think once I've finished watching Mandalorian, we definitely need to talk about that.
Yeah, sure.
It's weird how you refuse to watch Mandalorian, but now you've watched both series and I haven't even watched the second one yet. Isn't that
It's
funny?
true.
Just
It's
like
true.
the duality. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just like irony of that is insane.